Shalom at Freedom Jewish Center. Good Erev Shabbat and happy Chanukkah. It's my pleasure to share a word of Torah as we get ready to take in Shabbat. This week's parshat is parshat vayeshev. And we now begin to see the sibling rivalry between Jacob's 12 sons and Yosef as being the central figure. At the beginning of the portion, the brothers have already had this difficult relationship, and Jacob sends Joseph to find his brothers and to find out how they are, to bring word back to their father. And Yosef is ready for that mission to find his brothers, and he goes and he gets lost, and he gets confused about where his brothers are. And a stranger finds him, says, "What are you looking for?" And he says, famous phrase, "Et achai anochi mevakesh." Yosef says, "My brothers, I'm looking for my brothers." Here's Yosef lost, hoping to find his brothers to help him be found. And that phrase, "Et achai anochi mevakesh," is a bit of a mantra for the Jewish people. It's this idea that when we're lost, if we can find each other, can find our brotherhood, our nationhood, our family, that'll help us become found. And it also carries with it a responsibility that as a brother and a sister, I am duty bound to help the other be found. There are brothers and sisters who are lost, and we are in a position to help them be discovered. And that is the phrase, "Et achai anochi mevakesh." My brothers, my sisters, I am trying to find you. My teacher, Rabbi Avi Weiss, who was one of the great heroes of the struggle for Soviet Jewry, this was one of the mantras for that movement. My brothers, Et achai, my brothers and sisters in the former Soviet Union, Anochi mevakesh, I am searching for them. I'm here in America and Israel, throughout the world, trying to find those brothers and sisters to help them and save them. Chanukkah is some of that message. I think you can think of the Chanukkah lighting of the menorah. The menorah is like a beacon. We light the menorah in our window to mefarsim, to publicize the miracle, so that people will know and people will see that those are my brothers and those are my sisters. My brothers and sisters, look here. Here is the light. And in this respect, we say, come to the light. We want people to come to this light, to be discovered, to find ourselves and our home and our family and our tradition. So when we light the candles during Chanukkah, we're saying, Et achai anochi mevakesh, I'm looking for my brothers and sisters. From my home and from with my family, I want to know where you are. I want to shed a light for you and bring you closer. And this phrase now, in particular during this COVID time, takes on new meaning for me. Because community life and synagogue life and civic life is the very challenge to this idea. I'm searching for my brother, but they're not allowed to be here. We are in a position where we are forced to be apart from each other, where we're forced to remain distant. And I know that that's the safest thing, and that's what we need to be doing to protect each other. But part of me is also saying, as I know so many of you have said, is that we're looking for each other. Where are you? Do you see us? Do we see each other? And that's the longing in the soul of lonely people who are experiencing the loneliness of this pandemic, is saying, we are searching for connection. We're searching for each other. And so I hope there's a little bit of a feeling that we are each like a menorah. We're each like a little beacon. And we're each trying to say to each other, can you see what I'm going through? Can you hear me? That we're alone, that we are distant, that we're lonely, and we need to be found. We need to find each other. So this Shabbat of Chanukkah, of all years, of parshat vayeshev, of Yosef and his brothers, of COVID, mevakshim, we need to be searching. Tachai anochi mevakesh. Tachai anochi mevakesh. We're looking, I'm looking for my brothers. Shabbat Shalom. Happy Chanukkah.